equal rights, the reality for many women navigating the judiciary tells a different story, from access to legal representation to fair treatment in courtrooms. Countless women still face systematic cultural and financial obstacles in their pursuit for justice. Today, in our program, Women and Leadership on Canal International, we ask the hard questions: what security exists for Cameroonian women within the judiciary system in Cameroon. We have invited just the finest brain. The program is Women and Leadership on Canal International. We'll be right back just after the jingle. In a society where the courtroom should serve as a refuge for victims, unfair judgments in domestic violence cases can have devastating consequences when the legal system fails to hold abusers accountable. It is not only silences victims but also deepens their vulnerability, exposing women to further harm and reinforcing a dangerous cycle of abuse. If you have missed our past editions, you just need to go to Canal YouTube page. You type Women and Leadership, you type the thematic of that day, and you can watch all our past editions. And let the conversation begin just after the jingle. And it's time for us to know our guests. They're right here with us, and they are all women. And today we're questioning the security of women within the justice system. We have the first guest I want to introduce. She's called Charlotte Chakunte. She is a barrister at law. She is a member of the Cameroon Bar Association, Metro. Let me call it that way, or Barrister Chakunte. You're welcome to the program.
Merci Madame Maureen, merci de m'avoir invité. Bonjour à tout le monde. Et merci pour l'attention de tous nos auditeurs.
And I also want to tell our viewers that you're perfectly bilingual, right?
Oh, perfectly bilingual. You know that I'm not bilingual. I'm trying.
All right. Now, what are the other caskets you're wearing as besides being a lawyer?
Besides being a lawyer, I am what we used to call in French feminist woman, fighting for the right of women. I am the president of the Anti-Corruption Commission in the Cameroon Bar. Yes.
All right, thank you so much, and we are happy to have you here today. And we equally have CV Ndongmo. She's a civil society activist. She's wearing multiple caskets, a president of so many associations, international and Cameroon, but I would like her to present herself by herself. Now, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Now, I just wanted to tell us who you are exactly and the multiple caskets you're wearing, and the most recent.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maureen. Greetings to Maître Chakunte and Maître Emma. And it's my pleasure to be here, and greetings to all Canal televiewers. It's my pleasure to be here today. I am called Sylvie Jacqueline Ndongmo. I'm a Cameroonian teacher by profession, a retired teacher, but I'm also very invested in civil society. My recent hat is that of the international president of the world's oldest feminist peace organization called Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. We celebrated our 110th anniversary yesterday, April 28th. So I've been in the position for 2 years now, but I have other hats as civil society actors. I've been promoting many other organizations, but what I want to maybe share here and as another hat is that of I coordinate a platform for 1325. It's a committee for the Security Council Resolution 1325. Okay. How do we make women be involved in peace processes? It's a very important committee that I truly value because it's talking about peace, and there is no possible development without peace. So I want to stop here because there are many hats if I start talking about all of them.
And today's topic aligns with your objectives.
Yes,
right?
Of course, yeah.
All right. And we equally have Barrister Emma Nanyongo. I hope I've pronounced it well. She's all the way from the southwest region of Cameroon, just to prove that we have a guest who have to travel miles just to be part of the program, and we'll have these hats of trying to educate or add their small sense to women, how they can change mindsets of women. You're welcome, Barrister Emma.
Thank you very much. It gladdens my heart to be here to push women to that designed end.
Can you tell us what of the multiple caskets you're wearing? Can we let us know who Barrister Emma is, besides being a lawyer or being a member of the Cameroon Bar Association?
I am a member of UJAC, Union des Jeunes Avocats, Cameroon. I'm a member of the permanent committee. And I'm also the church administrator of my church, the Full Gospel Mission.
Okay.
And it speaks for itself. I should be the youngest and the one with the smallest number of caps on my head on this panel this afternoon.
All right. And I'm happy that we have Barrister Chakunte, who is a whole old hand in the profession, and we'll have the younger ones too that are there. But before we get into the crux of today's matter, I would like us to watch this story by Cynthia Latu. She paints a picture of the security of women, or how women are protected, or if women are actually protected when it comes to the justice system in Cameroon. Let's watch it right back just after the jingle.
Gender-based violence remains a significant concern in Cameroon, affecting women and girls. Nearly two-thirds, that is 63% of the population, believe it. Approximately 48% of Cameroonians report that violence against women and girls is common, taking many forms: physical, sexual, emotional, psychological, economic, and harmful cultural practices with devastating consequences. Efforts to hold down the victims at times does not match the act, leaving many disappointed and heartbroken. Prevention and response include education and awareness campaigns, legal reforms and enforcement, empowering women and girls, and support services for survival. The agreement sealed between the Minister of Women's Empowerment and the Family and AFIRI NGO falls in line with the latter.
We have noticed since December 9th, we opened our doors, we receive a large number of victims of violence. So we now send the report to MINPROF, and they realize that we need to sign a joint agreement to make sure that we combine our strength together to source for more funding, and to make sure that all those victims coming to us are really take care, because it's very important that when we receive them, we give them all the services.
Embracing the hands of support and solidarity, because to the minister, the state cannot fight the battle against gender-based violence or follow-up victims alone.
We are not encouraging violence, but when it happens, the victims should have a place where they can go. The state has a few structures, but we need more. And when we see civil society setting foot inside there, we have to take that extended hand. And this partnership is extremely important, and we would like to have more initiatives of this kind to take place.
Cities have taken the engagement, but many are looking forward to seeing firm, stern legal reforms on the matter.
Welcome back, and I want us to start by examining a recent case that happened this week: domestic violence. A man who tortured the wife to the extent that she had a surgery, she underwent, or she had multiple surgery, went back when she was healed, and then went back to the husband, and the husband had to beat her again. He had to open her wounds, and finally she died, and the man tried to escape, and he was arrested. I think that was yesterday. Now, Metro Chakunte, Barrister Chang, when you hear this type of case, how do you feel? A woman being beaten, tortured, had surgery, and then went back after she was healed.
J'avoue que ça fait mal, ça change ma température, mais c'est regrettable parce que j'ai l'impression que malgré tout le travail qui est fait par la société civile, par les femmes qui sont sur le terrain, rien ne change en fait. Et c'est vrai que nos sœurs ont du mal à comprendre que leur sécurité n'est pas nécessairement dans un foyer. Et quand ça ne va pas, il faut partir. C'est pas que le mariage soit une mauvaise chose. Non, personne ne peut œuvrer pour détruire ce que Dieu a créé. Le mariage est une institution de Dieu. Mais quand ça ne va pas, quand le mari cesse d'être le mari pour devenir un bourreau, il faut sauver ta vie.
So in this case, the woman is to be blamed, right? You blame the woman here?
Oui, la femme n'avait pas le droit de revenir. Mais sauf que parfois, les hommes aussi, ses partenaires ont des méthodes pour te tromper, te faire croire que le miel est à côté, alors qu'il n'en est rien. Mais je dis que le monsieur soit sincère ou trompeur, le rôle de la justice est capital. Parce que même s'il trompe, si en trompant, il sait que derrière lui, il y a le marteau de la justice. il ne va pas faire de n'importe quoi à la femme. Et c'est pour cela que pour ma part, la sécurité de la femme est entre les mains de la justice. Qu'elle soit sage ou bête, la justice a un rôle capital à jouer. Parce qu'elle peut être faible dans ses sentiments, elle a le droit de croire que son bourreau habituel a changé. Mais la justice doit la protéger dans cette relation.
And that's what we are talking about here. Barrister Emma, in a case like this, the man has been caught. Now if he gets to court, what will happen? What will happen the next?
The law makes provisions for such persons. Assault occasioning death. And your punishment ranges from 2 to 10 years. It is clear. The law says whosoever.
The woman is dead. She's no more alive. She's
Yes.
not alive.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That the law makes provisions for it. For such instances, she was assaulted to death, from what you're just saying. And the law says whosoever interferes in any manner, whether it was intentional or not, that causes the death of another shall be punished. It mustn't be a woman. But the case we have at hand is a woman who has been assaulted by her husband to death. The law punishes such an individual to the apex. I think if I'm being briefed in such a case, I will pray the courts to give maximum sentence.
All right. Stephen Dongmo, how was your reaction to the case, and how should court handle such a case? Because obviously the man will certainly go to court.
Yeah, my first reaction is what we said, we have been saying for weeks now, that the case of Diane Yango paved the way for other men to continue their job. As simple as that. Yeah, because the decision that was taken speaks volume. Other men have a free hand now to operate. Yeah, so that's my first reaction. I'm just astonished. And like Maitre Chakunte, I want to say that it's about the justice. If the justice was really done for this man, I'm quite sure that the other men will slow down. But they receive like a go ahead. Just continue, go ahead. There's nothing, you have nothing to be afraid of. So that's it. But I think honestly that one of the way to promote peace in a country is through the justice system. That's the best way to promote peace.
But is a woman protected at the level of the justice system? Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we are in Cameroon and we all know that the Cameroon is going like our security situation is not nice. It's not good. So we should do everything for peace to reign in Cameroon. But this type of decision are rather fueling conflict in one way or the other, or discontentment. And while the justice system is another important layer for a country to promote peace. So such a decision should speak into the mind, not only of civil society, media and so on, but of the judges, of the justice system. Do they want, what fate do they want for Cameroon? What fate? Yes, because the fate of Cameroon is like in their hands. The more they are giving this type of decision, the more they are fueling conflict and crisis and discontentment in Cameroon. So I agree with the fact that the judges should do their job, but I also look up or above the magistrate. They should be given free hands to do their job, because some of these decisions are not from them. They have a lot of pressure. Yes, we know that because of corruption and many other things, but also the state and all of those officials that put all of this pressure should give free hands to the magistrate to do their job in total impartiality.
All right, I just want to say Metro Chakunte will have this information circulating on the social media. It has to do with gospel singer, Nigerian gospel singer Osinachi, where news is circulating that the husband has been slammed a death sentence and by hanging. Now, seeing that type of news, even though fact checkers are on the story, are trying to fact check to see if the story is true. But what's your reaction if such a verdict is handed?
Oui, si après vérification, cette sentence est vraie, pour ma part, elle serait juste. Elle serait juste, même conformément à la législation camerounaise, au droit camerounais, parce que l'article 75 et 275 du Code pénal dit que celui qui ôte la vie mérite de perdre sa propre vie également. C'est un principe. Alors, cette décision a un pouvoir éducateur inimaginable. Il suffit que les médias jouent leur rôle pour que les tapeurs, les tueurs par les coups sachent que on peut se trouver mort après avoir tué une femme.
Okay.
Et ça, je vais dire que c'est un exemple que la justice camerounaise devait suivre. Je crois que même la corruption règne quand même au Nigeria, mais il y a des cas face auxquels on parle à sa conscience avant de prendre la décision.